Kakadu plum raw cacao chocolate. Now, if you've never heard about Kakadu plum, it's the best and the biggest source of vitamin C in the whole world. Puts everything else to shame. So if you want sexy ankles and if you want to repair your collagen, this is the chocolate for you. Kakadu plum is Australian superfood, bursting with vitamin C and antioxidants. Now, let's include it in our daily lives. So we'll start with just plain chocolate. So we're going to melt the cacao butter. So this is 4 ounces. And I prefer to melt it over the pot instead of the microwave. And we're going to use raw cacao powder. Raw cacao powder is absolutely amazing source of antioxidants plus magnesium that your heart needs. And this is all crucial if you want to stop your ankle swelling. Now the superfood I mentioned, it's Kakadu plum. It's native to Australia and it's the world's biggest source, richest source of vitamin C, which is critical to regeneration of collagen, which is what helps your ankles not being swollen. Now with raw cacao, the chocolate can be a little bit on the bitter side, and I want to make it vegan as well. You don't have to make it vegan, but I'm using the coconut milk powder. You could alternatively use just a normal milk powder. So this is our cacao butter slowly melting, and I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of raw cacao. You can use normal unsweetened cacao powder, but it will not have the antioxidants that you really want to add to your diet. If you really can't stand the bitterness, even though we will sweeten it, you can use a half raw cacao and half cacao powder. So we're just going to mix it all in, and now I'm going to add another 6 tablespoons of coconut milk powder. You can use normal milk powder, you just have to make certain it's the consistency of the powdered sugar, which actually means you need to grind it in a spice grinder. Now to sweeten, we are using natural sweeteners. We're using 100% pure stevia, which means half a teaspoon of this powder is equal to 1 full cup of sugar, so that's half of the teaspoon. And I'm also using the natural birch extract, xylitol, and again I grind that as well to the same consistency of powdered sugar, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons. I find this makes perfect taste when you combine it with the raw cacao. And the superfood, the Kakadu plum, so we are adding 2 tablespoons of this amazingly rich source of vitamin C. It will give a really nice tangy taste to the chocolate. Now just to put in perspective, the Kakadu plum has 100 times more vitamin C than orange. It's incredible. So I'm going to really mix this well all together. And at this point you can stop and just keep your chocolate in the fridge. But I prefer to keep it outside, so I use freeze-dried cacao butter, which will actually help the chocolate to set, and I will not have to temper my chocolate. So it's a powder. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons to this quantity of the chocolate mix, and once it's mixed in, the chocolate will set without any tempering. So again, you can leave it out, just make certain that you keep your chocolate in the fridge. Now I'm going to use the heart-shaped molds. You can use any mold that you have, or if you don't have any molds, just a lid from the plastic containers will do. Just anything that you can just pour chocolate to set. I want to make them pretty because I will be giving it to a friend, so I'm just going to paint a few of these hearts in a golden completely edible color and just pour the chocolate on top. Just the little touches make a difference. So this was in the fridge overnight, but you can keep it 1 to 2 hours, it will set, and it's fairly easy to take the chocolate out of the silicone molds. Sometimes easier just to push on the other side. If you're giving as presents, maybe wear gloves so you don't leave your fingertips, because this chocolate will be high gloss as well. And you'll see how pretty it looks when it comes out. Just look at those hearts. It just looks perfect. And the best part is it is super healthy. and the taste is really nice, tangy taste of the Australian Kakadu plum. Now also use some plastic molds, and if you're using plastic molds, you just tip it over. Again, super easy, maybe you just shake a little bit if they're stuck, push on top, but really easy to use. I did not use the lid of plastic container, but it will also work in any sort of vessel that you have. Just make certain it's not too thick. Just look how nice these chocolates look, and they're sugar-free. These are even vegan raw cacao chocolates with Kakadu plum, the amazing source of vitamin C. The full recipe will be in description of this video, and if you like, I'll put a link to free secret food guide for sexy ankles. So if you want it, it's free, just click the link. Enjoy.